Introduction. People around the world have all sorts of ideas and dreams. However, there is always a limitation to making such dreams or ideas become a reality. Most of the time, the limitation is always financial, and whatever one thinks or dreams of, accomplishing it never comes to fruition. Therefore, I ask myself two questions. What would I do if I had $1 million to spend? What if $1 million were given to me, or I won them? To be honest, having money is one thing, but having a lot of it is a different thing. There are many things anyone could think about if he or she were given $1 million to spend. Some will become crazy and spontaneous. Others will become extremely flashy and show off in all sorts of ways. However, a few may think of the future and invest some of the money before spending it all on material things. What would you do if you won $1 million? Personally, if I had $1 million, I would do the following. I would first buy myself a good car, which I know sounds unreasonable, but I think of this as a way of showing I'm worth $1 million. Becoming a millionaire is a strategic process that needs a concrete plan in terms of investments and risks that one would have to take. There is nothing as bad as having a lot of money and then having none in the future. Therefore, having that car might not be a good investment decision, but the car will always be a reminder that I should work hard to maintain that status. Secondly, I would put some money to take me through college. I will ensure that I have the best resources that will make me excel in college, because that is the most important step in becoming a rational thinker. In the future, I will need to make good investment decisions, and a college education will help me do that. Therefore, even if I use the whole amount of study, it would be worth it. However, $1 million are too much for college. I will have more than enough for my college education. Thirdly, I would buy a house. This will save me a lot in terms of mortgage payments in the future, and therefore, I would put that money into better use. Most people wish to own a house, but they cannot afford it. Therefore, having $1 million will provide various opportunities like getting a house and fulfilling other wants. I will furnish that house with the best quality of furniture. This is important to me because my home would be the place where I would be heading to after long hours of work. After all, the major reason why people work so hard in life is so that they can own a good home, take care of their family, and live a better life. Thus, having $1 million would enable me to get all that, and the interesting thing is that I would not have worked hard for it. That is not to say that I am lazy. This is just to mean that no one would grab the opportunity if it presents itself. Lastly, I will put the rest of that money in a fixed deposit account so that I will be able to use it in the future to start a business and make more millions of dollars. The good thing is that it will earn interest, and that would come in handy too. Conclusion. In conclusion, I would like to say that there are numerous ways to spend $1 million. Personally, I would have invested it in my future education and career. I would have also bought a car and a house. I believe that it is possible to make bad decisions regarding spending an enormous sum of money. Therefore, I believe that making good investments is crucial. StudyCorgi.com has everything you need for successful studies. Writing tools, informative articles, and essay samples. Come check it out.